Hey guys, Sean Bougie, surplusfundsriches.net. Today we're going to go over this upcoming sale. We are less than 4 days away. As I'm recording this, less than 4 days away. The sale is going to start at 10 a.m. Eastern on the 7th of April and run through the 8th of April at 10 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be important you guys realize it's limited time. I've said this before, but we limit that because we give a partnership option, and as a result, we have to limit the number of people coming on board. It's a very tightly run ship, and we want to watch how this is rolled. You've got limited current information about the limited offers that are coming up, and then you've got the sale video that I put together on that, an overview of why we limit memberships, which I kind of covered there a second ago. And then you have both the price guide and the insider's guide. Now, the insider's guide will give you an overview of all the programs that we offer, overage flipping, other courses, programs that extend the capabilities of the courses. Overage is a breakdown of the surplus funds programs of each one and the flipping programs. Okay, add-ons. Now, the way that works, guys, let me go back. Let's look at the price guide. All right, so we've got Premier Surplus 16 on sale. This is the program where your responsibility is to get a list. We teach you how to do that. Research the debt against the property to make sure there was an additional debt that would have a priority claim to the overage. And then make a quick call, find them, call them, make sure you got the right person and they're willing to speak with us. So we give you 16% of the gross amount we recover from the court. We pay that as soon as we get that out. The other one is a deed flip 30, kind of similar. This is with the flipping programs. The deed flip 30 is set up in such a way that you guys find upcoming tax sales, property that's going to tax foreclosure. You research the debt, make sure there's not too much debt against it, obviously. We can't buy a property because we're going to buy it, not at auction, but from the individual. You want to make sure there isn't too much debt against it. And also, quick call to them. They're easier to find simply because they haven't been foreclosed upon yet. Quick call to them to make sure they're willing to speak to us about selling their property and you have the right person. The power play has the national surplus. Now, the national surplus is unique in that you do not have to call the people. All you're doing with the national surplus will give you 8% of the gross instead of 16. But all you're doing is getting a list and then researching the debt to make sure there was an additional debt that would have a priority claim to the surplus funds. So a lot of people like that. A lot of people like them bundled together because that way you can go after it. If you see my cursor here on the Power Play bundle, you can go after it as a Premier 16, trying for the 16%. But if you can't reach them, don't turn it in as a 16. Turn it in as an 8%, the national surplus. Deed Flip 30 is also in there, National Deed Flip, and you can kind of do that the same way. The Deed Flip 30, you're calling them to make sure they're willing to speak with us pre-tax sale about selling their property. If they are, you turn it in and we give you 30% of the net. National Deed Flip, it's 15% of the net, but you don't have to contact them. Best of the best bundle. This is a fantastic National Deed Flip, National Surplus, the Florida Surplus, which is with our surplus programs, we work 45 states currently, but Florida is a separate program for us. So with the national, for instance, National Surplus, we don't take Oregon, Washington State, or Colorado, or North Carolina, and Florida is a separate program. So you can work 45 states with that. Deed Flip, you can work the majority of states. It also has a North Carolina flipping program, which is the Deed Flip program for North Carolina, which is our highest converting state for the Deed Flip. Gold program is a little bit different in that it's adding in those other programs. So for instance, you get the Premier 16 as well as the National Surplus, the Deed Flip 30 as well as the National Deed Flip, and the Florida programs. And last one is the Diamond Bundle. What's really unique is here is whenever we launch a one-day program, one-day sale, we always put it here after that one-day sale, and that's the only way that you can get a hold of it. So the Surplus 50/50 is in there as well as the panning for hidden surplus funds. 50/50 gives you 50% of the net on surplus, and the panning for hidden surplus funds allows you to go after those states where there's been a mortgage foreclosure and you cannot get a list of overages for that state. So we teach you how to build your own list. That's been extremely productive as well. You can get any of these programs. And by the way, we're not going to be selling national for $397 if that's what you're thinking. National Surplus or National Deed Flip. Those will only be available in bundles probably in the future. So let's scroll down and you can see the add-ons you can get. So you can get any of these programs, any of these two that we're selling, as well as any of these bundles. And then if it's not already in the bundle, you could add on Deed Flip 30, National Deed Flip, Time Flipping, which is a unique program where we help you with the first one too. A Bankruptcy Gold Mine, Surplus Hybrid, Ultimate Finder, Zombie Business Reviver, and Tax Lien Profit Machine. All of these, by the way, are covered in that Insider's Guide. Again, it starts at 10 a.m. Guys, no rain checks, no excuses. It starts at 10 a.m. April the 7th Eastern Time and ends April the 8th. 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The next sale is probably not going to be until May the 12th, is what we're currently projecting. That may change. Guys, bottom line is we've got a lot of people signed up that are doing extremely well. We have zero saturation, so we're allowing people to come in on our terms on that. And we are cheaper than other folks, especially when you consider we have a real partnership, not a JV mentorship. It's a real partnership option built into our programs. We appreciate you taking a look and hope to see you at the sale.